Jobs. Hey everyone, it's Lay. Let's talk about jobs today because that's on a lot of people's minds. You know, the jobs that were available when your grandparents were kids, or even when your parents were kids, they change over time, especially now in our tech world. There is so much more available now and in different ways and fields than there were in times past. And that trend continues. So those of you who are kind of stuck and feeling like the jobs that are available now are all you're going to have, that couldn't be further from the truth. And you can always create your own job. So many people have. For instance, Amazon started out as Amazon Books, and Jeff Bezos sold those books out of the trunk of his car. And then he created it into a greater business. But he did start out that way. And there's nothing saying you can't do the same kind of thing. But you can also look at examples like Mark Zuckerberg, who started social media when he was in college. It wasn't available before that. So these are examples that you can look at and you can see how people have created jobs. If you want to go further, even if you're working in the old model, which would be like big business, big box business, chain store businesses, they have changed over time too. Look at the technology they use now that was not available years past. And so as you're looking at your jobs, if you're limiting your possibilities from the beliefs that you have been indoctrinated with, that this is all that's available, it's going to be much more difficult for you to find a job that is fulfilling and that has the kind of income you want so that you can have the lifestyle you want. And of course, all of that also is changing now. So those of you who are feeling like, oh man, it's going to be so bad, it's so bad right now, maybe that's just a perception. And maybe knowing that it's changing and that every field out there is changing. Look at medicine. Medicine has changed dramatically in the last years, and it continues to and will continue to change. And so many jobs, if you will, or new kinds of businesses that are out there now in medicine weren't there even just a few years ago. So don't limit yourself. Allow yourself the freedom and the possibility that there is so much more out there. And use your creativity to create a job for yourself, since we are all creators of our experience. Create for yourself. See what you want. Look at your talents, your abilities, your gifts. What is really fun for you? And what would you love to do all the time, as long as it paid well enough for you to live? And why not create that to be so? So, with that, open up all of the channels of your mind and the possibilities, and allow that to flow into you so that you can have the job and the life that you want. With that, create the best day possible.